Hello, my name is Trevor, and I'm going to talk about my MacBook and El Capitan. All right, so I have a 2010 MacBook, and the software I have on it is El Capitan. So basically, that basically means is that that's the old software that was on MacBooks that could be available for 2010 and later. So basically, I'm going to talk about some of the apps today on my MacBook, and hopefully you follow along and you can learn. So right now, as you can see in the top left corner, I have QuickTime up, which is what I'm using to record this. And basically, you can see with the black dot underneath the QuickTime under here, you can see that it's open. But let's talk about some of the main apps. So the main app is Finder, and Finder, I'm going to click on it. It works as the brain of your computer. So basically, this you can use for AirDrop. And AirDrop is basically the Bluetooth connection between two phones where you can send a picture or a web page or anything on your screen to another screen to anyone that has an iPhone, MacBook, or iPad. And it can be very helpful to use sometimes. So you can see this here through my MacBook. And then another feature is all my files. So you can see all your files on your computer throughout the MacBook, and you can just scan through, search for it, or either search for it in the search bar right here. And then you have iCloud Drive. iCloud Drive is basically like an internal mechanism where you can save your different documents, and it's up to 5 gigabits of space. And basically, what it can do is you can save your documents right here, and you can see them on the iCloud Drive, either on your MacBook, your iPhone, or online on iCloud.com. And basically, it goes into Keynote and Pages, which is Keynote, which is like PowerPoint for a MacBook, and Pages, which is like Word for MacBook. Either one's compatible to the alternative, which is Pages, can either convert to Word or to another Pages, and the Keynote can convert either to PowerPoint or another Keynote. And then you have the applications in Finder. You get to see all the applications on your device, whether it's the App Store or Automator, all the different applications that you use on this device. You can see here. Then you have desktop, which is basically what you can see on desktop, other than what's on your desktop as far as like a document you might want to put on here or anything you might want to put on. Then you have documents as far as like your Word documents, because I have at the bottom Microsoft Microsoft Office, which is Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. And I have different the Word documents on here. And then you have downloads, which is anything you download from the internet or elsewhere, and it's on your device. And MacBook, which is devices, it shows you the Macintosh HD, which is basically the internal network of your device, and it says everything from updates or how it functions and whatnot. And then the network is basically like your internet, which is your Wi-Fi, which would be like Verizon, Comcast, Dish, any internet provider that provides your network. And here's another interesting thing you guys might find pretty cool. So these are the tags, and the tags that you see under this Finder app is that you have the all 7 colors of the rainbow, and basically you can use this to save something as a tag, so that way you can either search for it as a color of your tag, or you can either search for it by the name. Either way, it makes it easier way or another way you can find something. And then I'm gonna close out of Finder. But Finder is always open, because you can see by its black dot, it's always open, so that way you can always access it, and that way it's no problem. Next, you have Launchpad. Now, Launchpad, these are the other apps that you have in Launchpad as far as QuickTime, text edit, grapher, DVD player, time machine, which time machine you can basically use an external hard drive, plug it up to your MacBook. The first time it does take a while because it's syncing all the stuff on your computer, but after that it works faster. And basically you can save it from a previous time it was working. So let's say if your computer crashes or you're getting a new computer, you can upload it to your new device or onto that hard drive so you won't lose anything. And it's pretty helpful. And just everything's pretty self-explanatory except for certain devices like font book, chess. Stickers is like a sticker you use as a note. Image capture is like for HD camera or for professional camera. Voiceovers for mobility issues like deaf or you can't hear or whatnot. It's used for that. Airport utility is your Wi-Fi. My good assistant is like converting from PC to Windows, anything PC or Windows related to a MacBook like PowerPoint, Excel, whatever. Terminals for developers. Activity monitor is what you use. Console, I'm not sure. Keychain access is basically what you use to save your different passwords and passcodes for different websites and whatnot. And it saves it in one spot. So instead of you having to type it in manually, you can just save it on your computer and you can access it. And then you have system information, which is system information automator, which is another developer device. Script editor is like drawing to edit stuff. Bootcamp, I'm not sure. Digital color, I think is your colors you use. Color sync is not colors. Grab is when you grab a portion of your screen and save it. Bluetooth exchange is what you use for Bluetooth. Like if you have a Bluetooth speaker, you can use your MacBook to play music through your speaker, or vice versa. You can use that Bluetooth device to play through your MacBook, and it could be pretty interesting and pretty cool. And audio MIDI setup, not sure. X11, not sure. Disk utility is like if you're backing up something onto a disk. And no sleep is something I added on, which basically means you can, instead of playing your computer face up with your music playing from your laptop, you can close the lid down and the music will still play from it, which my friend told me about at school, so it was pretty cool. Next, you have the main apps of your Launchpad, which is Safari, which is your internet, Mail, which is your email, Contacts, which is your contacts, Calendar. It's pretty self-explanatory for the most part. The only thing I probably say you wouldn't understand is system preferences, which would be your settings. This is Microsoft Office, these five right here. This is iBooks Author. This is for books. Skype, everyone for the most part knows like that. But Skype is basically like a video call that you would call between somebody that like had a Windows PC or a MacBook or vice versa. And then FaceTime is what you use on an iPhone, MacBook, iPad, to where you can see someone's face to face and you just spend that time seeing that person's face. And then this is where I can update to the current software, which is MacBook Sierra. And MacBook Sierra is the current software of MacBook, where you can use Siri on your Mac and other different capabilities. But I haven't updated yet because I found out from WWDC, or the Worldwide Developers Conference, that was Apple Keynote on last Monday. They'll have the new software, which is MacBook High Sierra, and I'll be able to update to that, so it'll be fine. And then iMovie you can use to record movies, make trailers, all a bunch of stuff. It's pretty cool. And then you have your dashboard. And dashboard, I'll get into that. So dashboard, here you go. Click on it. Dashboard you can use to find, an airplane that you can find. Like if you're traveling from, let's say, Philadelphia to Fort Lauderdale, and I just made up this number, but if you were to theoretically put all the flights in here from Philadelphia to Fort Lauderdale and put the flight number and track it, you can find your flight information all from your computer without really having to get on the internet. And then this is your time. This is close to big city, which is Philadelphia. So it's about 12:34 right now. Then it gives you your date, which is June 11th in the calendar. These are all your movies that are playing in the area that you can see at all time. Then you can have your weather and calculator. And basically, dashboard is just a quick little outlet to certain apps that you have or websites. So that way, when you're trying to go into them, instead of going online to see them, you can just go to your dashboard and view the closest stuff near you and what's applicable, and that's what works. And that's how that works. Now, let's go into one last thing for today. I'll be talking about this more, or I should say, I'll be talking about the MacBook more later this week. I'll try to put up a video for you guys a few other times this week, probably twice more, whatnot. Try to do it every 3 days if I can, or at least 3 days in the week. And basically, this is Safari, and Safari is how you can basically go on the internet and search for different things. And these things can be anything from your sports, your weather, your entertainment, whatever. And this is what Safari can do. And I'll show you some things. And as you can tell, all the apps we use so far, whenever you use the app, you always see the app in the top left corner and File, Edit, View, and you can always change it at a time. Now, when you first get a MacBook, it automatically opens up to apple.com, but you can always change the bookmark to whatever you want. So you get all the information, you just scroll down or you scroll up. Now, these are my pin pages. On El Capitan, that's when it first came available. It's when you could pin your pages. So you can pin Google, which you can see, Facebook, Hampton University, which is my school, YouTube, or Twitter. And basically, you can click on any one of these to get a quick little view of that website or directly to that website. So, to give you an example, if I were to click on the tab or the pin site, I would click on Google, click on it, give it a few seconds, and you see Google's coming right up. And then I can just type right into Google real fast without having to search for it in the top bar up here. Or if you want to go to Facebook, just click on Facebook. It takes a few seconds, and then boom, there's my email, and there you go. And then that's just Safari in a nutshell. And then if you want to go back to your home page, it says it right here at the bottom. Boom, go right there, and then that's your home page, and you're good to go. And that's what you gotta do when you're going into Safari, and you can just put any web address in here, and you'll be fine. And that should really be it. I'll bring more videos to you guys probably tomorrow and upload. Watch my video. Ten Fulani is my YouTube name, or you can just search for my video. Alright, talk to you later.